What's going on? What's going on, fam? This is Chris with Food for Your Thoughts. Hope you're having a wonderful day. We're back continuing our series with Zodiac Health. And today is all about number 3, Gemini. It's all about expression and growth, abundance, talents, really just communication and just being creative with this, number 3 Gemini vibration, right? But again, if you clicked on this video, you clicked on it for a reason. There are no accidents or coincidences. Everything happens in divine order, divine timing, right? And at the end of the day, by the end of this presentation, you're going to get some additional tools that you can utilize along your process or along your path, and that you can really transform your life from the inside out. And you can really help a lot of people along your journey as well. But at the end of the day, just be sure to get those book references that I got included at the very bottom in the description, guys. Get those book references, okay? And you will greatly thank me later. Now, like along your journey, learn this new information. Make sure you go over things at least 3 times. That way you get a good working knowledge. Use these numbers 369. Get that good working knowledge of the information. That way you can really feel comfortable sharing it with people. But you don't necessarily have to wait. Point people to a references. A reference they can read just like you, right? So but use those numbers to your advantage. So just make sure you get those books, and it will help you, answer a lot of those questions that you've been meaning to really get answered, as a child and to this point so far. So be sure to click that like and subscribe button down below. I greatly appreciate you in it. And, it's all about helping each other level up right now. And, so what I'm doing, I'm sharing my lessons and experiences with you. And, I'm giving you a quick tune up. That's part of my assignment. So you can tune back into yourself and become your greatest version. That's why you're here right now. And I'm proud of you. I'm proud of myself, right? Because you're a reflection of me. So I'm proud of you. You're doing a great job. You're doing way better than you think if you made it this far. Listen to this presentation, right? Because you all about self-discovery. There's always more to know, right, than the official story. But guys, again, take this information, use it to your advantage, use it as tools, and be sure, if you don't know your life path or your personal year, month, day number, go at the end of this presentation, go back. I have some other presentation that'll walk you all the way through that, so you can get back in your own biorhythm, your own, ebb and flow within the universe. Everybody have their own rhythm, right? And that's why I always, mention there's no cookie cutter approach to life and these numbers. Everybody have their own rhythm, their own lane, their own frequency that they need to really just pay attention to versus worry about what everybody else is doing. Okay. But what am I saying here? But we are back with Zodiac Health, and it's all about Gemini, expression growth, and your natural birth salt. Gemini is this potassium, chloride. Potassium chloride is your natural birth salt. And again, it's all about maintaining, balanced health by using your birth chart and your numbers. And the blood is the life. And without perfect blood, health is impossible. And remember, your thoughts, your belief, your words, motion, and actions always going to equal your reality and your results, guys. And so as we continue here, we took a real good journey about the outer you, learn about these different synchronicities, these numbers, your life path, your personal year number, and also what these numbers really mean in your life. And now it's time to really focus more again on the inner, your inner world, the inner you, the inner workings, and we doing it from head to toe, step by step by the numbers. Okay. And that's why, again, everything is interconnected, guys. There are no accidents. So use these tools and take them seriously. Don't overdo it. Learn a little bit at a time. But every day should be a new learning experience for you. Have that intent, and the universe is going to mirror your intent. I promise you. You will greatly thank me later, and use those 7 Hermetic Principles daily as well, too. But if we pay attention on the screen here, guys, you know, it's all about biochemistry, equal life's chemistry. And so disease is a deficiency in, in some of the chemical constituents that carry the chemistry of life and not an entity. So it's all about treating the root cause, not the symptoms. George Carey. Now, again, it's all about, what's more expensive to you? Is it investing, a couple dollars in some books, some info that's going to help you prevent, you and your family prevent any, a lot of these illnesses and some of these diseases, or, having a hospital bill and just waiting for the effect to happen without really taking any preventative measures or steps. That should be very easy. And, and now is the time for each and every one of us, to really take our lives seriously, take accountability for every little aspect of our lives and stop, waiting for people to, tell us, what we need to do when we're with ourselves, 24 hours, 7 days a week, if you go by time, right? So, but at the end of the day, it's all about taking, responsibility and accountability for ourselves, okay? But Gemini, again, with you, when it comes to the keynote scale, you all about that D, you know what I'm saying? And with this Gemini, the sign covers from May 22nd through June 21st, right? And when it comes to the cell salt, again, it's all about that potassium chloride. It's forming and distributing fibrin throughout the body, moderates, coagulation, throat, and sinus. And then on the emotional aspect, Gemini is all about self-approval, expects, reciprocation, caretaker, likes to organize, examine, and fix self and others, right? And on the physical aspect, Geminis are in line with the liver, gallbladder, pancreas, digestion, appetite, production of enzymes. And, and going down here, if you're following along, we using this book and many others down below in the description. I'm gonna have some references. We're all about references here, guys. Trusting your own intuition, doing your own research, no cookie cutter approach to life, right? But homeopathic cell salt remedies by Niggy Lennon and Lionel Roth. Okay. But as you continue to journey through this hero's journey, you realize that blood is the true elixir of life, right? And blood is to the human body what soil is to a plant, right? It is common knowledge that poor, exhausted soil will produce only weak, sickly plants. In the same way, poor blood lacking the essential constituents will produce weak, sickly bodies prone to disease. Now, by enriching the soil, the ill-conditioned plant can be made to recover and flourish. Okay. Now, the recovery of the ailing human body can best be achieved by a similar process, right? So by restoring to the blood the constituents in which it is lacking, right? So, just tuning into that root cause of these natural minerals that's in all of our bodies, right? But this is biochemistry, the chemistry of living tissue, and the life chemistry, the chemistry of life, right? So let's talk a little bit more, Gemini, about potassium chloride as we close, guys. All right. So, but when it comes to potassium chloride here, potassium chloride, or Kali myrrh in another name, is a subtle acting cell salt and can sometimes be overshadowed by more dramatic remedies such as, ferrum phosphate or sodium chloride. Nevertheless, potassium chloride is an important constituent of the muscle, nerve cells, and brain cells. In fact, brain cells cannot form without this cell salt. Now, from Dr. Scheffler's time to present, homeopathic practitioners have believed that potassium chloride is the cell salt responsible for building fibrin. The protein fibrin is, an essential part of the formation of blood clots, guys. Now, in many ways, potassium chloride, resembles potassium sulfate and is indicated in many in the same ailments. It is most helpful in, treating chronic ailments, especially where severe inflammation is involved. Now, it can also help destroy bacterial waste production or products when the body is fighting off, fever or infection. And it should be noted that it should be taken after the fever has broken. if you're dealing with fever with this cell salt. And the body must, will begin its own natural process of, rebuilding its health. All right. But potassium chloride also retards the body's secretion mechanism and can be used in cases of discharge or excess clotting. It acts as a blood thickening agent. A blood thinning, a blood thinner, and can help restore normal blood flow through the arteries. And in closing, potassium chloride should be taken, routinely along with ferrin phosphate for colds and other, catarrhal, conditions. It also, it is also effective along with, calcium sulfate for certain kinds of, rheumatism. Now you can also apply, apply potassium chloride externally as well. Okay, just a note, and we're controlling like different kind of blisters or any kind of burns or scalds. Okay, guys. But just to sum things up, just a quick recap, biochemistry is life chemistry. Learn, if you look over here to the right, learn these 7 Hermetic Principles and use them daily. Gemini, again, it's all about expression, growth, expects reciprocation in life. It's that give and take, like, hey, I ain't gonna do this for you. You ain't gonna do nothing back for me. That's what it's all about. That swing back and forth, right? And it's all about, you that caretaker too. But, when it comes to you, Gemini, as we close, potassium chloride is the first cell salt that will become deficient, in the symptoms of disease or, simple illnesses and stuff like that. So please investigate this stuff, okay? But in my experiences, common uses, deals with inflammation, fever, infections, forms fibrin and properly, distributed throughout the body, the bronchial tubes, lungs, shoulders, and hands. These are the twins, okay, guys? But a common deficiency sign when it comes to this cell salt of potassium chloride, again, it deals with that fibrin, blood fibrin thickening, causing pleurisy, pneumonia, catarrh, all right, diphtheria, and etc. And then, I just want to note, an embolus is a Latin word meaning little lump or balls, okay? But as you experiment and learn more with your journey through dealing with these different, cell salts of the human body, every 30 days, again, guys, your body create new cells based on the nutrients that you put in it. So if you want to see some change the input for a better output. Everything has a root cause. You want to really treat the entire body, not these symptoms or just a certain ailment. What's the root cause for these things to happen? What caused that pain to happen in the first place, right? Or that discomfort, but as we get out of here, guys, when it comes to the dosage, I like to use these number 369. They're very special and magical, but less is more. Start with 3, 2 times a day in my experience and in my research, right? And, you cannot OD or overdose on these cell salt. Your body would naturally take in the resources that it need and pass the other things off as waste, and just investigate, trust your body, trust the process, give your body at least 90 days to make sure it's doing this thing, to give it time to do its thing naturally. Okay, guys. But again, it's all about you, trusting your own intuition, because your thoughts, your belief, your words, emotion, and action are always going to equal your reality and your results. The unexamined life isn't worth living, so examine your life. Leave no stone unturned, fam. Be sure to click that like and subscribe button down below. We will continue our series with Cancer, my birth month, right? And we're going to share some more, proper expectations and, and yeah, based on some proper expectations and some tips, from my experience. And we're just going to keep this thing just rocking and rolling, fam. Learn more about yourself, set some goals for yourself, put yourself on a schedule, and trust the process. All right. But click the like and subscribe button down below. We'll be back with our next presentation with Cancer. But again, this is Chris with Food for Your Thoughts. I appreciate you so much. Until next time, stay grateful and focused, fam. Peace.